Welcome back to Bazaar, I'm Eco, and despite how much Weapon Vanessa I played this patch, I genuinely feel more comfortable playing Pig at this point. I feel like I really thoroughly understand Pig. I'm good at his early game, I'm good at his mid game. I like managing the economy. I feel like I'm starting to understand the transition points from early game spam builds to big property builds. And honestly, I'm at a point where I feel like my biggest hole in my Pig knowledge is when to transition into fixer-upper builds. Because I just very rarely get fixer-upper to work for some reason. When I scale something, it's usually a pawn shop or a gym somehow. It just doesn't happen to be fixer-upper. When I go for fixer-upper, I just never find a rewards card, that sort of thing. But I finally got a run with an early rewards card, an early fixer-upper, and everything I would need to transition into it in the long run. And I've got to say, fixer-upper is still strong, but I'm not convinced that Skyscraper is the way to play that build. Anyway, here's the run. New run, new Pig, let's see the kits. 2 silver tier skills or 1 small gold tier item and 5 loot items. Skills are bad on Pig, and having starting items to liquidate for gold is very important for winning day 1. We have both wings, crit chance, regen for day 1, and the medkit's the only real miss. That's very good loot. It's actually kind of problematically good loot because I don't want to sell it. I won't have to worry about it for my fight at least because I'm clicking 2 income on day 1 every single time. There's no decision making there. Not going to sell anything just yet because I might be able to get a little bit more money out of it from Barcoon. This'll kill the snake 20 seconds in, so I can kill Snake. He is not here. Don't need to think about that anymore, I guess. I'm going to go Bananable. Just the odds of getting duct tape are 1 in 3. This is a game-changing item that opens up lots of different broken things with any sort of shield scaling. Whereas if I miss duct tape, I can probably just throw shield builds in the garbage altogether as Pig. But hitting this can open up so much that there's really not a lot elsewhere. Maybe I could have gone Kyber Drone because then marbles would scale a yo-yo if I got specifically trained, but I don't know. 1 in 5 to get trained to maybe play a better marbles yo-yo build down the line sounds pretty minor. Typically when a marbles build is high rolling, it doesn't need anything else. I guess the high roll would be having trained in that case. Normally I have nothing to talk about during the day 1 fight, but actually that was a tough choice between 1 in 3 at duct tape and 1 in 5 at trained. It's actually not 1 in 5. He only has 3 items on his board and I blocked the wing. It was a 1 in 3 at trained. Maybe I should have went Kyber Drone. I did not realize that the starting loot items can really impact your... It's a 1 in 2 at duct tape though. Maybe it's still right to come here. Loot items blocking day 1 drops is actually kind of a big deal. Now, non-weapon items are typically not that good for winning day 1. Going to Fins for shield on the duct tape makes sense. Going to Fins for regen makes sense. Going to Kina to find a build makes sense. I've only got 7 gold. I'm happy to sell these 2 things though. I can find a rewards card or fixer-upper, which will give me clear direction for the rest of the run. I can find a Ganjo, which makes me massively stronger on day 1. I think I have to go Kino here because of the existence of Ganjo. There we go. Move this over, get the Ganjo. Probably better to double scale the Tusked Helm than it is to put the Tusked Helm over here to double trigger the duct tape. Now where it gets weird is I have to consider buying these items. I'm definitely selling the Gland and buying one of them. The ATM is just great income in general. I think I sell the medkit to buy the ATM for 1 income rather than to buff the bushel. With the duct tape, the bushel is just so good, right? I can't sell the ATM without giving up 10 healing on the bushel. Is 1 income worth 10 healing on a bushel? Yes. Going to buy this. I was trying to give it to Kina for some reason. I was trying to sell it before it actually bought it. Buy it, toss it all, get the bushel. Be on my way. Yeah, that Kino store was absolutely worth hitting. B1, B2. Normally I'm not a fan of hitting an early B1, B2, but right here, just like upgrading the Ganjo is a really, really massive chance of winning day 1. As for whether or not we win, it's entirely up to what this Vanessa hit with their kit. If they're playing weapons, we almost certainly win. They are not playing poison, despite their starting kit. That does not kill me, and we win in fatigue, guaranteed. Does it have crit chance? Theoretically, it could have crit every shot and killed me, but that did not happen. Oh, all right. We're set up to do some really gross things in the next couple of days. Add a bushel to this side of the board. Every 3 seconds, it'll trigger the duct tape, charging itself down from 4 to 3, which is a ton more shield and healing. Then the bushel gets double charged when this goes off. Actually killed him before Sandstorm. I was not expecting that. It is gold Tusked Helm with silver Ganjo. We've got some stuff going on. Obviously, I don't want to keep this forever, but for right now, it's just good enough. I'm always very, very happy when I hit day 1 wins as Pig, because I'm not planning on like playing a crook build. I'm planning on doing something strong in the late game. Medium items are a bit shit for me right now, because I know they're not going on my board today anyway. I actually go Strange Mushroom here. It's 4 gold every time, right? I don't really care about 20 healing on the bushel, to be honest. The bushel is here as an infinite trigger to get more healing and more shielding. It's not here for any reason to do with its actual heal value.
Some folks a lot older than me.
Or at least its base heal value. An early arms dealer can be a lot of health over a run, but I'm going to roll that. Oh, that's a really tough choice. I can make 20 flat shield on this or 10% max health shield. Right now, rear shielding is definitely the play, but I don't care. I'm going defense grid.
My life mastering that technique. So like,
I mean, Ayla can give me things I care about, namely a yo-yo, but I've got to click this income to secure my late game. And we should absolutely demolish Rogue Scrapper. Rust is great. Anything that sells for 4 gold is great. Just really don't want to hit barbed wire or granola bar, but actually silver barbed wire in a duct tape build, that could hit my day 3 board and actually be a pretty relevant thing. And yeah, the shield scaling is just very solid. I do not know that many weapon finesses are going to be killing me with defense grid. I haven't found my 1 experience today though. I need an experience event on these next 2 hours to level up. If I hit that, I feel rock solid for day 2. If I don't, things could be sketchy. God, the duct tape is so much shield. It literally quadrupled, no, pentupled my health. No, even more. Those last hits were massive. If they are not a poison build and they don't kill me instantly, I think I just win with this setup. This is wild. That's a lot of healing on the bushel. I actually really appreciate that. My weakness is burst. Tiny furry monster has to be... The bushel's not food? I'm reporting a bug. Normally, my bug reports are a little bit less snarky than this, but how dare you? I didn't even consider that I might not have a food item. It's literally a basket filled with fruit. What are we talking about? I guess I'm going Kina. B1, B2 are just not very good right now. That fucking sucks. Got straight up scammed. I'm taking the income very happily. I'm rolling to see if I can improve my build in any way. Rewards card is good late game. Weights aren't really good ever in the current situation. I do want to sell the silver scrap for the duct tape. I do want to sell the med kit for the bushel. I'll rewards card the ATM until I find something else to sell. This is not for my current build. None of this cares about cooldown or crit chance. Like maybe the bushel does. I could start using it now, like silver wing the bushel. But I don't think that's going to impact whether or not I win. And right now it means the bushel triggers the duct tape right before the Ganjo goes off every single round, which is probably lowering my defenses if anything. So I'll hold off on that. Should be level 4. Sorry, level 3. Got completely scammed. Because of the shielding, I might be able to go toe-to-toe with a poison build. It's a weapon build, bayonet, katana, cutlass, clamra. Start a fight haste, plus 10 damage, nothing. I mean, 8% crit's not nothing, but this should be an easy win. There's no crazy scaling going on here. I'm back to full health before I've even started scaling the duct tape, really. And now that I'm not thinking about something during a fight, it's time to fill the space with a call for action. If you aren't subbed to the channel, you can see more daily Bazaar content like this by subscribing. And whenever you leave, if you could hit the like button to boost it up in the algorithm, I'd really appreciate it. It really does spread the video more, help the channel grow. And leaving a comment so much better, but that's a ton of work. I understand why you're not doing that one. Anyway, enough shilling. Back to this Vanessa's frankly quite pathetic attempt to kill me. 100 shield duct tape as the sandstorm gets here, and that's even with disruption. Good luck, buddy. Also, I basically one-shot him right at the end there. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, the Tusk Helmet shit, but this 5-item core can last for, like, 5-6 more days and still be strong. Yeah, it was better to go for this than the Marvels, or sorry, than Trained. I'm very confident in that now. I'm gonna go bronze here, loot item, with just more gold. Another wing. We're getting to the point where maybe it's better if you start buffing the cooldown on that. I can roll once or twice an aerodrome. The thing is, there are so many different things that are good. JJ not filtering doesn't even really matter. I mean, I can't say no. We don't really care about B1, B2 much right now. It's just like cash register, rewards card, everything else is kind of shit. Obviously, I shouldn't have done the ATM. And a wing. I think it's just worth spending the money there and making the build transparently better. I'm not going for a money tree build. I could. I'm not going to. Bird is quite good. It's not good, actually. It's probably already good, huh? Move this over, toss this, rewards card the other one. ATM comes down. At the end of the day, I'll be able to put bird in next to duct tape. Yeah, no, it actually is good already, to my surprise. And I'd be picking up anyway, like I just have the gold. You obviously float a bird given the chance. Next up, we have Andy for small items, which can give me a lot of things I care about. Marbles, yo-yos, matchboxes. I think that's just good enough. Fins for health and shield is not ridiculous, but I'm gonna go Andy. I need to fill out this board. I'm not ready for an in-game build at all. Those are some big hits for Signet Ring and Matchbox. Going to toss this, start buffing the wing, I guess. Pick up Matchbox, pick up Signet Ring, reroll. Maybe I should have taken the bandages, just because it's a shield item. Yep, I'm currently not really looking to go to a B1, B2, so I'll take the upgrade again. This is not a run where I feel like I need B1, B2 greed at all. Do we just deal with Ether right? Not really. I can do this, get these in. The Matchbox is faster than the Bushel currently. The Bushel is every 3 seconds. If I have a non-weapon go off every 4 seconds, it's faster, and it's much, much faster. And I need this. The burn will keep the shield down between ticks of the Tusked Helm, and then we'll just be fine. I'm going to use these on the Matchbox now.
Ready when you are, guy.
And we'll keep boosting the ATM and being sad about it. We definitely beat Ether, right, though it's not even close. Like, our shield is just enough to probably full tank the force field, even with a random crit at the end. But more importantly, once this goes off the first time, it'll wipe out all the starting shield, and then the burn will be high enough to make sure the shield never climbs again. We actually do proliferate the burn, too. It's not all bad. Having stacking burn already, like, it's not crazy, but with a weapon on board and missing 2 slots, that's really good for the Matchbox. Defensively, we're kind of crazy. Not super crazy yet, but we're getting there. I think I'm really happy with this for day 2. Like, I feel genuinely, sorry, for day 3. I feel genuinely strong for day 3, which is not common for Pig, I feel like. I feel fucking insane for day 3, like I was saying. These are some of the best skills I could possibly have. Actually, thinking on it, I want the rewards card stack and the Eagle Talisman. I can sell that on Matchbox whenever I want, unlike the ATM, which I'd rather keep. I'm gonna go heal and regen. I don't have room for chocolate bars. That helps fill the board, and I just need items to do that shortly.
I'm gonna rub this stuff on you.
I haven't found enough experience to level up. I'm not hitting level 4 today. I've only fought the rightmost enemies. How is that possible? I'm actually confused. I fought Rogue Scrapper and Ether right. Why am I not leveling up on the next hour? Do I get the experience at the end of the hour? Okay, at the end of the hour. I just didn't know when the UI element triggered. I'm just stupid. We're fine. Here we go, Barcoon, and we probably sell some of our loot items here. Pig's Gem, you say? That's a lot of money, man. Holy shit. We're gonna need to make room at some point during the shop. I'm gonna sell this now. I'm probably gonna sell the feather too. The question's just, do I want to buy a Pig's Gem? I don't think we're ever a Pig's Gem build. Like, sure, it can be good. I don't have the stash space for it right now, really. I'm not a weapon build at all. I think it's just baits. I can double scale the bird, which is functionally similar to the Tusked Helm, to get an igloo on board as my last item. That's gotta be worse than just having this double shielding every 10 seconds, this shielding every 4. I think that's a roll. Wait, no. There's a Pinata on board, and this is Barcoon. Get your shit together. We're gonna sell this now. Toss this. Roll the shop. Fixer-upper, you say, and a bunch of shit I don't care about. Well, I think Fixer-upper ends up being the thing that goes on board, actually, right? We drop the Tusked Helm, we get the Fixer-upper. It's 3 seconds to trigger this. The bird is double casting with double scaling the Ganjo effectively. That seems like the thing to do. I'm not, like, thrilled about this Fixer-upper, but it's definitely the best thing I can do for my board on this day. Get that sorted out. The Tusked Helm is no longer relevant. I could theoretically play the bandages at some point in the future. The Matchbox should still be faster than the Bushel, because yes, this is charging the Bushel, but it's also charging the Matchbox at the same speed. The Matchbox was previously faster, so I'm just overcomplicating this. I can upgrade a bronze tier item, no thank you. Yeah, I'm probably not using the Fixer-Upper in the long run. It's a... I don't know, actually, I do have Silver Rewards card here. This can easily go late game Fixer-Upper. It's day 3. It's been a while since I had everything I needed to start scaling this early.
I may not be
But regardless, we go Bronze skills every time. No Arbitrage, no Shield Crit. That's a lot of healing. Like, unironically. But I think we're just defensively good enough. We're not looking for that sort of stuff. 4% crit on everything, 8% crit on 1, 5% crit on everything. It's pretty funny. Would I rather have 1% less crit but have it affect the Spiky Shield down the line? No. I'm not even convinced Spiky Shield hits the build.
Just getting you ready for them.
Nothing cares about me selling items right now. I've got the room for my cash register, don't I? Yes. So yeah, I think I destroy Vanessa here. Obviously, I'm not great against poison, but I have a lot of very fast healings to reduce it and counteract it. Some of my heals scale. It's weapon Vanessa. I'm up 270 health, so I'm probably not dying instantly. There's no double barrel. It's over. Like, he has 2 revolvers and a throwing knife, and they don't hit for shit because he has no relevant skills. Yeah, I know he has silver shark claws, but that is nothing compared to what we have going on. I will admit the slows are interrupting me a little bit more than I expect. I'm always surprised when grappling hook goes off and it does something. But yeah, this build's just... Oh, he's dead? I'm sorry, why is he dead? He's only got 23 burn. How is he burned down already? Okay. Go Matchbox, I guess. I wasn't expecting to win that quickly. I thought he would, like, the Sandstorm would get here and be at half health or something. That's promising. So the question for me is whether or not I need to go to stores right now. The answer is yes, we're a Fixer-Upper build, whether we wanted to be or not. And silver tier items have a lot of hits that can improve our board, so... Apropos chapeau, tool, weapon, property, apparel. I actually don't have the weapon, funnily enough. I can put the property on. I have the tool. Bushel is not something I'm wearing. I guess a basket's not a fashion accessory, I'll take it, but... I don't know, man. Does this make my current board massively better? It seems like it does, right? Like, that's 4x multicast scaling, the double scaling on Tusked Helm, scaling the duct tape. It's fast for Matchbox. I think it's gotta be better than Fixer-Upper. No interest in those 2 items, but I will roll because there's a lot this could... What the fuck? I mean, Marbles, Yo-Yo are typically items I'm very, very happy to run, but... Do I run them over a Ganjo in this instance? I sort of think I just want to scale the duct tape to the moon and that's the play, but like... The Tusked Helm is worse than the Yo-Yo for sure. It's apparel though, like that does matter. Is the Bushel the problem? I consider Marbles, Yo-Yo with this stash and this inventory to be a really interesting puzzle to figure out what you're supposed to do. If I drop the bird temporarily to keep this on the board, after 6 seconds, I'm gonna have plus 15, plus 24, a 40 damage Yo-Yo. The Yo-Yo is definitely currently a better board than the bird. The ATM is never hitting board, that shit's bait. Take this out, put the Yo-Yo in. The Yo-Yo's quite fast. It's very good at triggering marbles. Marbles are slowing for 2 seconds. They're not great, but they're good enough. They have lots of places in game boards. I can drop the Bushel, put the bird back in, get the marbles. Rearrange my boards, and the marbles are between a Matchbox. Okay, I think currently that's the play, right? Get the marbles. You can't afford that? How dare you? This cash register kind of sucks, man. And I don't want to give up my Bushel before I see my enchant. And now we figure out how this is actually supposed to be arranged, so I've sort of fucked the duct tape here. Every 6 seconds, just trigger it 4 times. Like, it's probably a little bit slower than the Matchbox, but not much. I think that's the best I can do. I think this board's very, very strong. Nufu's a lot better when you have literally any money. I can sell the Bushel for a bronze skill. I think I'll pass on that and take 4 regen. We have no problem killing a Flame Juggler here. This simply cannot kill me. The moment my scaling starts triggering, like, the Ganjo boosts this up to 26 and then it goes off 4 times with the apropos. Good luck. Are we proliferating burn faster than last fight? Oh yeah, massively. We're up to 20 on like the second volley of this going off, so probably 30 around 20 seconds in. Killed with the yo-yo as well. The yo-yo hit him like a truck here. Was that 15 seconds in? Only went off once on the test helm, right? Oh, it went off twice. Well, yeah, multicast. 400 of 900 here. The rest from the burn. Lots of slow, good scaling, good defenses. Like, actually doubled my health in a 15-second fight. Actually, the defenses aren't as good as you might hope. If it's only doubling my health in a fight that fast, I should have looked at recap to see if I'm hurting duct tape like this. I'd be hurting my yo-yo damage to do it differently, though. I dealt 40 burn in that match. I remember that number. That means it went off 8 times unless it crit. That's also the amount apropos Chapeau went off, but it's timed better with Ganjo ticks, so this is the correct way to set up my current board. Lost Crate can give me an upgrade hammer, which can upgrade a fixer-upper. Don't really care about that. Ayla can upgrade a yo-yo, speed up the marbles. Don't really care about that either, to be honest. Oh, I got Silver Cinders. That's incredible. I didn't even really parse that yet. Ayla's buffing the fixer-upper with rewards cards, so it's worth doing. Yeah, there's no way to fit Boomerang on a Matchbox board using apropos Chapeau smoothly on NPC fights. I don't have the stash space. Crook is never happening. That's fine. We were mostly here for the guaranteed rewards card value. Leftmost shield 30, huh? I mean, eventually this will be minor, but it's not minor right now. That is 6 seconds into the fight, 120 shield. That is already, sorry, 150 shield. Already enough to massively tilt the odds against a weapons Vanessa. And again, rewards card scaling, just go here. Well, that's tough, balcony. Because theoretically, I want the balcony eventually, but right now, I think it's a trick. I think you don't go to that balcony. I'm going to take the bird. I'm not going to, like, try to roll in the shop. I'm not going to sell things for a balcony that I don't have the room for. And I believe this is the correct board space. I scale like a madman. I have too much defenses to die instantly. I'd be genuinely surprised to lose to another pig. This is so strong for day 4 pig. Kind of random skills. Force field? With what shield? I'm so confused by that force field, man. What the fuck? Why do you have force field on what is, by all accounts, like without these 2 items, it's like obviously he's setting up for Crook, and he's setting up well. He's got Shattered Cloak, Flail, 250 on a Regal Blade. And then just like the middle 4 items are completely wrong and have no business being in this build at all. Like maybe the bronze marbles do, but oh man. I think if his build had had better items here, he still gets crushed, but certainly not with that trash. All right, 4-0 on Pig. The rarely seen but very hype Diamond Pig is still possible. Obviously, docks are good, but I'm going to go Andy. It upgrades everything I'm using. Oof. Tool apparel over the bird. I think that's correct. If I could get a different weapon. Oh my god, I do have a different weapon. I have the yo-yo. So I can drop that and get the monocle. What am I missing? Oh, property. I already have the tool. What am I doing? I mean, honestly, the monocle's better, right? It's going to be shielding far more often. No, it's not. It's a 6-speed item. Oh. I think we're just going to call that one a mistake. Don't think it's very complicated. It's that bug where if you open your stash too quickly, it doesn't show everything. I mean, the Tusked Helm is genuinely better right now. They are both not things I want to be doing. Piggles aren't very good for me. It's worth rolling. It's definitely worth upgrading the Signet Ring. The duct tape's never leaving if I have apropos Chapeau, which means that I always have the tool. If I just need an apparel, the Tusked Helm is better, so the monocle's out. Just threw away 2 gold because I forgot that I had a tool, because who has duct tape on Pig? What are we talking about? That's a lot more scaling health, more income. Really like getting early Signet Rings like this. I think I just head on over to middle. I'm not getting much out of it, but I am getting 2 gold out of those truffles, and I think that's just enough. There's nothing to do at the shop, though. I have 1 gold. I am thoroughly window shopping right now. Training Duelist and her Curvy and Rocket Trooper are great for weapon builds, but I am not a weapon build. We should crush this, even though we're a shield build. She has no poison setup, so I think even if all I did was shield, I'd still win. But also, we're going to kill her surprisingly fast. Like, this just scales up the yo-yo so quickly. Oh. I'm pretty sure I could deal like actually so much more damage by rearranging these items. I'm currently prioritizing slow for disruption with my board set up like this. I don't think that's the way to go though. Let's take a recap and confirm like the speed these items are going at, what should be next to the duct tape, and where should the adjacency be for the yo-yo. That's a great skill to hit. This run's going through the roof right now. But even with the adjacency bonus from the yo-yo, the matchbox is blowing it out. However, the matchbox is being sped up by the yo-yo being next to marbles. This is my fastest item, so it's correct. Weirdly enough, this is actually the right board. Oh. Okay. And yeah, we get Petrifying Gaze, which just, I mean, Jesus, good luck weapon builds. Am I willing to spend 3 gold for a random loot item? All right, I had to step away from the computer for a bit. Where were we? We're spending 2 gold on a random silver tier loot item? I don't think we're doing that. We have to go Ayla. We're looking really good to transition to Fixer Upper with a very early silver reward card and truffles. So yeah, right now, it's a kind of tough spot because I probably upgrade the rewards card, which really hurts my Apropos Chapeau board because I would like to be upgrading that instead. Atlattl's never hitting this board. Atlattl's just baits. We do roll though, because yo-yo is so important. Nothing.
Bazaar is not kind to the weaponless.
Orion. Doesn't really look like Orion's gonna sell me anything I care about. So I'm weighing rewards card value versus all the money you can get from Economic Seminar, but I don't have any board space is the thing. If it gives me a 3-slot item or 2-slot items that won't space, then I'm kind of in a bad situation where I have to sell my bushel. I think with silver rewards card already, I'm okay not trying for bushel, right? Like if I hit shielded, you just sell the, you want to enchant the Fixer Upper, right? You don't want to try to go infinite, that's silly. Okay, yeah, I have a Fixer Upper, so trying to hit shielded on the bushel doesn't make sense anymore, which gives us the board space to have Economic Seminar actually be good. In this case, it didn't matter, but it can matter in a lot of cases. Here, I think it's right to hold the ATM for just a little bit. And this is generating 1 gold, so as long as I manage my inventory correctly, it's fine. All right, let's see what this Vanessa has going for it. What kind is it? It is weapons. That seems like a good matchup. I'm up slightly on health, but I'm so defensively powerful. Their scaling basically doesn't exist. Their crit chance shouldn't be high enough to have any great haste value. I think we're just good here. Yeah, they basically did nothing in the opening volley. And we scale so much harder than they do. I think this is actually just straight up weak for a day 5 Vanessa. Like, it's not even like a good weapon Vanessa. But considering how one-sided that was, Jesus, that bodes well. Going into day 6, we're only at 3 pips of experience. We really want to push experience. We're not currently on pace for level 10 day 8 without getting several more events. Heal and regen items. Is there anything I won't? Does upgrading truffles matter to me? It does directly put value on Fixer Upper in its own way. And yeah, I want to go here because I'm scaling a Fixer Upper. I gotta get my shit together. I mean, I'm spending 4 gold for 2 value on Fixer Upper. That's not true. I'm liquidating this one. Do it in the right order, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna cash in my truffles, get the value on the Fixer Upper, and liquidate money. There's no reason to upgrade the truffles, that's insane. You can probably tell I'm a bit out of practice with having Fixer Upper go this well. Normally I get to day 5 and give up because I just haven't gotten the pieces necessary for the build to be good. The bird is currently worse than bandages, isn't it? No, I don't have bushel anymore, so it's like neither here nor there. Again, we just go Ayla, yo-yo upgrades are good. Scaling value on the Fixer Upper is good. I have nothing that cares about buying, selling repeatedly, but we do roll for yo-yo. Sad times. Next hour we're gonna have to sell on that piggy bank. We're just running out of space. We go Enclave Reaper here. Or sorry, Enclave Weeper. The Reaper sounds much more dangerous. I have no poison scaling. Nothing here matters to me other than Vial of Blood. Ideally, I just get the most gold or the most experience. But there's a lot of low value misses on this board. But we just have to push experience. We're not way behind. We're kind of on par. I was gonna say way behind. It feels that way because I want to push levels as Pig so badly. Maybe it's sort of the same reason we're at 5 wins on day 6 though. So without them doing anything, 20 seconds in, 2,500 armor. Odds are it goes up to like 4,000 by the time Sandstorm hits too, so that's kind of wild. We cannot move on just yet. Upgrade to silver tier or lower, you say. Sell this, sell this, sell that. It's gotta be rewards card, I think. We're almost certainly playing late game fixer-upper. It's not a spicy upgrade, it's not like making me better now, but I need this value scaling in the long run. Do I care about B1, B2 even a little? Considering I don't have a bronze item, no. That's an easy middle. It can upgrade all of my scaling options. If I spend 8 gold on 3 income, it takes 3 days to break even. There are at least 4 days, 5 days left. Yeah, I would actually flip this. I'm also currently trying to level up the fixer-upper for a transition point anyway. It's highly unlikely I can use that masterpiece. I shouldn't have sold that yet. The reason I sold it is because I'm considering buying the masterpiece. It needs to be in my stash for a long time. Like 4 hours is just a lot. We have 2 hours coming up that probably can stay. So I am going to get it. It pushes the fixer-upper. It's not a big loss if I have to sell it early. Holy shit, Grandmaster with 3 of my 5 skills being Rigged, Defense Grid, and Petrifying Gaze. You skip stores for that. Oh, what a tough choice. So for me, I kind of feel like Rigged is bait. Down the line, Rigged could matter a lot, but the 2 seconds of freeze right now is a massive difference for surviving its weapon builds, and will always be good. I don't need to sell anything. I have no start of day generation, nothing that scales, so I just go here. 3-win dually on day 6. Not particularly terrifying because it's a dually, but it definitely could beat me. Burn core especially. It is poison dually? What are we doing? So he's got double trigger on drill, and then he has 2 poison items over here, and he's missing a haste on the... Oh god. This is definitely misassembled. I think I just win easily. If he had done it correctly and gotten his extra haste by... The last 5 items just fall apart. This left side and 2 status ailments with the companion core sound scary, but this just doesn't do anything. The right side of the board's so fucked up. Six and 0 then. Wild. Very good start. Again, for a while now, we're going to be playing this yo-yo. We're nowhere near ready to transition to fixer-upper. We have the crazy scaling with our gold rewards card. Looking for that yo-yo upgrade. It is better to sell these and flip the hatchet because the hatchet can upgrade for more gold. And it pushes the fixer-upper just a little bit, though. It'll be diamond when it needs to be. I can get fins, 5% max health and 5 shield on the duct tape, but honestly, at this point, I think I care more about just going to a store to generate 3 gold and 3 value. It's day 7. I would actually be willing to roll for a subscraper, I think. Okay, yeah, I would roll for subscraper.
But my particular...
It's a 6 gold roll. That's a lot. I can afford it. I've got the truffles scaling. I don't need to sell it yet. I am going to roll for subscraper. I don't take this.
As they say where I come from, may no one follow you.
Ooh, Shot Trooper's a little bit scary. I think we're fine. Joyful Jack's not a problem. Sergeant Suds isn't a problem. Nothing from them I care about. I think my damage is high enough that I kill Shock Trooper before the 3rd attack, and I should easily survive the 2nd attack. I don't think he has crit chance, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, there is no crit and no scaling crit. That's not true. There's crit chance. The 2nd attack could theoretically one-shot me, and the 3rd attack definitely could theoretically one-shot me. Putting a lot of stock in these yo-yos right now. So the 1st attack went off, and I'm gonna be at full health in no time, right? The burn's not a huge problem. If this crits, it doesn't kill, but the burn's a problem. Oh, it does kill. Fucking great. There goes our dreams of level 10 day 8. We do win 100% without the crits. All right, so the 2nd shot's actually pretty goddamn lethal. It is gonna be about a 50% crit chance. It was exactly 50-50 to die there. I did not know it had crit chance. I forgot he had tracer fire. I was remembering the items on his board I should have checked. That's unfortunate. I think we're still set to go diamond victory, to be honest, but that's a pretty big throw going to that fight at all. Chocolate bars are pretty rough when you don't have inventory space and wouldn't be willing to sacrifice it. So even though Kev is not a good shop, we go Kev every time.
I can fool something.
Shielded bandages. I don't think so, Chief. I will take the ATM and resell it. I will roll. Shielded money tree is actually kind of hype, but it's much too late. No reason to sell the ATM yet. Shield skills, heal skills, gold skills. I just want to take gold skills for defensive options, right? Like shield skills, I don't know. If he sells me silver or higher sharp corners or defensive stance, like we could just win before we switch to Fixer Upper if that happens. This is all complete trash. It's only silver, not gold. It's a little bit rough, but I mean, it's still a lot of weapon scaling, so I'm going to take sharp corners to improve my win rate right now. If I had sharp corners, I might have won that last fight. Right now, I'm going to day 8 with 2 pips. Going to Bazaar is at 4 pips. It's the difference in needing 12 experience, which is doable, or needing 14 experience, which basically isn't. It's a tough call. I am going to go BazaarCon. I think it gives me a very real chance of being level 10 tomorrow, which matters a lot. But it's not feeling great. Anyway, we have no reason to sell stuff. I'm just quickly double checking that's the case. 2-win Vanessa's probably not stopping the win streak. Let's see what Tango Django's got going on. 5 weapon skill does actually work right-handed. I don't know, man. I have not seen Trebuchet do anything this meta. It is a good build with double barrels Captain's Wheel Treb, but I have scaling defenses that are kind of wildly powerful. I don't know. Maybe it's enough. Gorgon Freeze does go off, and we needed it to go off. I think we get there. It's very close. Without Golden Gorgon Freeze, we might have been in a bad spot there. We get there. That was tougher than I expected it to be. That was the most effective Treb build I've seen so far. And it turns out it was actually just a double barrel build that was being permanently hasted by the Treb being on board. If he had Crow's Nest, he would have dealt 40% more damage here roughly, had lifesteal, not dealt this damage. I think it would have been more one-sided with a Crow's Nest. The Treb was better than Crow's Nest there. But like, man, that is sad. That crazy Treb build was like 45 to 60% double barrel value. Nufu's generally very good. We have to go Kina though. Yeah, we have to go Kina. Getting to liquidate these truffles is big. It's getting to the point where Fixer Upper is looking more and more likely. I am going to grab this balcony.
Now that's quality.
Right now, if we sold the truffles, it goes to 60, doubles to 120, shields for 4 times that. It shields for almost 500 presently, which is not really like a big Fixer Upper, to be honest with you. But that's fine. New masterpiece. I'm gonna be honest, it sounds like a waste of gold. I can liquidate the old one and get a new one, but I'm not gonna be holding this masterpiece for long. It's getting dropped in the monster fight, pretty much guaranteed. We never use for it with this build. Gamble on experience every time. It's the difference, potentially, in hitting level 10 this level or not, or this day. 2 gold and a silver tier loot item, gotta make room. 5 silver tier spare change is not it. Dragon? Do we beat the dragon? This gunpowder is probably not staying, actually. Normally, I love holding gunpowder. It's a very good item. But at silver with no stash space, because I'm holding an entire second build, I don't know that we beat the dragon, man. Well, I'm at 1 experience, right? If I take the dragon, I level up. If I don't, I don't. It's that simple. The dragon's got a fucking lot of health. I genuinely think in a long fight, the dragon is a more dangerous opponent than the shock trooper, but fuck it, we ball. Like, he's only got 5 active items. Maybe the yo-yos can do a lot, and it's the difference in level 10 or not. So let's just throw another day so our diamond pig runs even funnier. Also, this is entirely burn damage, so in some ways I'm more durable to it than shock trooper, but the burn damage is about to get absolutely out of control, so I think I'm just dead. I think this was the mistake I knew it to be. Yeah, there's no shot. Absolutely none. I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I had to try. Well, Hard to hit level 10 on day 8 when you throw 2 monster encounters, huh?
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
I'm not gonna hold that. I'm gonna pick up this hatchet and toss it.
Smart one for your size.
Yo-Yo does encourage me to try to stick to this build for one more day.
Excellent
It is
choice.
a very substantial amount more damage. And genuinely, the Fixer-Upper is just not that big yet. What's the rest of my build gonna do with the Fixer-Upper? Yo, Kev, he can find a spiky shield.
Customer.
Luxury Tents. Luxury Tents are a very, very hype item. However, without having seen my enchant, like if this were a healing Fixer-Upper, we'd be talking, but we don't have that. I think that's just a roll. Diamond Shielded Fort. Who do you think has this kind of money, Kev? It's day 8. What do you mean it's 100 gold for an enchant that basically does nothing? Can't imagine a belt's ever going into a Fixer-Upper build, so that's just a pass.
People say my armor's the best, but I'll keep working.
It is another pig. I think in a Fixer-Upper battle, I'm going to lose every time, so we're going to stick with this. It's a 2-win pig with his death enchant, probably level 10, which is bad for me.
I should warn you. I'm not like
I probably shouldn't have fought Dragon there, because like I was just coping out of my shiny double whammy, but it still only hits for 800. I might actually lose because Diamond Fort just fucks me up so badly. Yeah, I think I lose this in like the slowest, most agonizing loss of all time. Why is it scaling damage? Ah, when you use a property, reinforced skill. I don't know. Maybe I still win with duct tape scaling. What's your crit chance? 14? I had a lot more base health than this guy. He is not level 13. That shit's just completely wrong. I think I win. I think the apropos chapeau goes off, my armor scales up high enough, and I just win. Which I was not expecting, but holy shit. Yeah, the 4x multi-cast shiny double whammy doesn't do much when you have 2,000 base health and it's at silver tier. The dog skill was a huge part of his shiny double whammy's damage. That's not a good sign. I don't know what my average day 8 fight looks like. It certainly doesn't play out like that. We go Ayla. This is the point where we're really looking to transition to Fixer-Upper. It has damage equal to 3 times the value of your items. Counting whatever other items I have, it's going to be about 500 damage multicasted, 1,000 damage every 7. The Fixer-Upper is getting enchanted today, so I think that's the play. I think we do actually buy this and just scrap the whole build. The problem is we have 2 item slots and like nothing that's really good to put in them. It's probably bird duct tape. I am not thrilled about this, but I'm making the transition, I'm making the call. That is enough to purchase the Fixer-Upper. I need to sell one more thing to roll because if I get a spiky shield, it kind of matters a lot. We did not. We go Andy here every time.
The smaller the portions, the finer.
New Truffles is so incredibly good. If you expect me to in the moment or ever notice that I just put my 30 value truffles on the balcony instead of the Fixer-Upper, this is something I've only caught during editing, and it makes this run so much funnier. Because holy shit, is that abysmal. Oh my god. Just before this, I edited out a section where I was doing the math on what the Skyscraper dealt as damage several times and getting it wrong repeatedly. And this really locks in that I was not in a great mental state while recording this clip. Holy shit. Anyway, back to this clearly well-earned diamond victory. For cast speed reasons, we want it like this. Pick up my new truffles, that's fantastic. I've got the gold for a golden piggy bank. I got the stash space, weirdly enough.
You got it here.
And that shit's useless to me. I could briefly upgrade the piggy bank at the next couple of stores. I don't have to think about it yet. Pharaoh's Khan for 1-shot 1-kill is usually the wrong call. Doesn't he have 3,000 damage and a 3% crit chance? Let's just go take a fight we actually win for once. I'd rather not lose 3 fights in a row. That just seems a little bit too much. When you use a large item, haste 2 small items. I mean, it's not useless, it hastes the bird, which gives me shield. I mean, our front-loaded shield's much better. Our back-loaded damage is probably directly comparable. This is really just a way to generate a ton of stash space and play a comparably good build, but I'm not thrilled about this. Why are you scaling? Oh, sharp corners. The fact that sharp corners is an important part of my skyscraper damage is not reassuring, even in the slightest. Do I need to sell the truffles? See, that's what I was worried about, because if I get Obsidian, do I take Sanguine Valley on the skyscraper or on the fixer-upper? It gets another 240 base damage off of the fixer-upper. So it's going to be 550 doubled to 1100, which is 2.2k.
Is this,
It doubles the scaling values off of sharp corners as well. The mistakes just keep piling up, although I won't take blame for this one. The fixer-upper should have 80 base value. I just put it on the balcony and didn't notice. And I don't realize that during the enchant screen, it's still showing the in-combat value of my fixer-upper. So this math is all fucked. And knowing what I know now about the quality of Skyscraper as a card, I probably would have just enchanted the fixer-upper so I can pivot out later. Thankfully, it won't come to that. But oh man, this is just a nightmare to watch back. I did not earn this diamond victory. But realistically, I guess most diamond victories aren't earned. There's so much luck involved. I don't think I can pass up Sanguine. I wasn't planning on playing Skyscraper, but like, Obsidian enchantment's just too much base damage for me to justify doing a different route. I think we always go Kina here. We just need to maximize value game. We probably have to sell the truffle at the end of the day, no matter what. Like, Mysterious Portal is very, very good, but it doesn't matter. I don't get to use it. I guess I can take Cash Register, but honestly, it's not even that good. The Globe is actually probably worth buying. If I lose the next 2 days back-to-back, it doesn't kill me. I'll still be at 1 prestige. So Globe is actually a relevant amount of health. And we still have the ability to sell Laser Pistol and roll. Diamond Loop. I wish I hadn't bought this. I can sell this for 2, sell the coins for 6, sell the truffles for 5. That is 11, 14. There's no way to buy it without selling the globe. I guess I'm passing on the loop. God, that fucking hurts. I wasn't expecting to see diamond loop on day 9. Oh well. We have to go Barcoon here. We just need as much value on the fixer-upper as possible. I don't think we have any reason to roll, though. Buying this is net gain. I do need the truffles getting sold this day anyway. I still have value to be gained by doing that. Take this and sell it to scam the guy. If I roll for 4 gold, there's nothing I'm buying there. So that is a skip from me. Oh, the Obsidian enchant also doubles the value of a diamond large, so it's actually a lot more damage scaling on this than I thought it was. Maybe it was worth doing on Fixer-Upper then, just because of the value multiplication off Balcony. I don't know, it felt wrong. Maybe it was right, though. It's just that so many other enchants are good on Balcony than just Obsidian, and it's really only Obsidian I want on the Skyscraper. Do we block enough to survive? Fiery Sniper Rifle. It's 750 base, which is kind of dog shit. It's not gonna self-charge or anything. Yeah, we're just fine. He's dead. Like, that doesn't do anything. Oh, 150 burns, a lot of burn, but he is still just dead. We're fine. I thought he was just dead. Apparently, I was fucking wrong. His sniper rifle appears to be faster than my Skyscraper by a very meaningful amount. Okay, barely. Absolutely barely. Against this trash, that's not good. Oh man, the new Skyscraper is almost unplayably slow is what I just learned. Oh, I'm sorry, is that a Skyscraper? Yeah, it is. Space Scraper is, I think, the heal one. We don't have truffles anymore. This goes up to 5 gold. If I rewards card it, it will go up to 8 gold, which I don't even have the space for. I'm losing 1 gold coin. That's fine. Why did you think that's what I wanted, game? How could that ever be the right way to move my inventory? Anyway, we'll hit Goldie here. Take a diamond rewards card very happily. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empty spaces. We don't have to do piggy bank today. What am I rolling for if I hit roll? Fixing these 2 item slots. Lion Cane is just never it. I'm gonna be honest, I think my build's been weaker the past 2 days. We go Andy here for sure. We have Diamond Rewards card, there's no debate. Roll that. Oh yeah, it's the yo-yo again. Here to rub it in my face. Toss. I don't know, the builds, I should have bought that abacus, what am I doing? Oh, that was a huge mistake. I'm just so used to abacus being a shit unplayable item that it didn't occur to me. I don't really want to spend 8 gold to roll in Tuscari and get nothing. But I'm going to.
Some days I'm the teacher, other days a student.
Not enough health. Not enough gold. Gold and strong arm is plus 40 damage on my skyscraper. 80 because it's multicast. I don't know, that might just be enough to get it to a usable point. I'm gonna do it. There's a very good chance I roll and get literally nothing. So I can get 2 more experience by going here. 4x multicast bird says that juggler is insane. Going here levels me up today though. And since it's only juggler that I won't, I'm just gonna go to this fight, get the guaranteed level up because I'm so behind on experience. And I don't think there's anything in this fight I'd ever want. I don't know, maybe Pendulum actually. When you crit, charge this 2 seconds, so I'm not charging it, never mind. Well, against him I might. Oh, that's a lot of gold. Get my inventory sorted. I'm leveling up today, that won't change if I go to the Gambler. I'm gonna go to Kina instead, I just need to push value so badly. Is this a world where belt's just better than this shit? It makes me much more vulnerable to disruptions, the thing. Like, yes, it could be better, but I don't scale. I'm vulnerable to disruption. This helps me in the aggro matchup. Not as much, but it does. I think belt, at least at silver, is bait. It's probably bait at every rank. Is there a world where I buy a pawn shop to resell it? It sounds like a stash space nightmare. But I mean, I only need to sell 6 items for it to be break even. I've already got 3 items to sell in stash. There's a tiny chance it could somehow hit my board as well. I'm gonna buy this pawn shop with the expectation of reselling it. Let's move on to the next shop though. I don't know why I bothered selling those coins there. It's just weird to do that. Middle can give me spiky shield. It's not good enough right now, but I mean, it's something. Would I ever buy a gumball machine? It's break even. I have no stash space though. Like, that's the problem. I would have 1 spot left in my stash. It doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
See that mountain? That's pole.
Okay, so our defenses are half decent. We really need to one-shot this Dooley to win though, that's the thing. And if anyone's gonna scale shields effectively, it's probably Dooley. I don't know, they killed Duct Tape, maybe not. It is Burn Core Dooley for sure. Rocket Launcher, Omega Ray. Atomic Clock sucks for me. 1700 times 2 is not one-shotting, so we're gonna have to survive to the second use, which might not be possible. It looks like we're fine. It looks like we just kill him and go Diamond 10 wins on Pig. Fucking crazy, I was not expecting that. I will say, I'm not convinced that switching to Fixer Upper actually improved my build this time. Like, I did it because I knew it would be better in a couple of days and I needed the stash space. But for right now, like, the shielding is not that good. In that fight, what were we actually shielding at? Only 512 with balcony, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. If I check recap, how much of my shield came from the duct tape? An alarming %, right? I don't get this build, man. These skyscrapers are so bad now. I think that's the reason I feel like shit about it, is the skyscraper was just bait. If I click recap, the duct tape did half as much shield as my Fixer Upper, man. Like, the build's not bad. It's obviously deserving of being 10 wins. It was insane for the first, like, 7 days before I switched to Fixer Upper. Now, as Fixer Upper, I have Gold Petrifying Gaze, plus damage, big duct tape next to a 4x multicast bird, shield scaling, or sorry, damage scaling from the duct tape, starting shield with a decent health pool, not impressive for day 10. Rigged Peaceful Eye for, Peaceful Eye doesn't matter, but rigged definitely does. I don't know. This is just so bad that it ruined my entire opinion of the run. Like, if I had just enchanted the fixer-upper with Obsidian and not bolt this, I could have been hitting for 500 every 2.7, have 3 other items that, like, make duct tape good, make me more resilient to slow. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me how you think this run should have been managed, because having the fixer-upper in the back pocket was right. The early game was solid. But the transition point to Skyscraper, I think, really underestimated how... Like, Skyscraper just took a random 1-second nerf last patch, and it wasn't even that good last patch. And now it feels just absolutely awful. Like, without Obsidian enchant, this would have been so comically useless. Anyway, let's wrap this up. I'm glad to go Diamond Victory. This is certainly not the character I expect to do it on, but I just had such a strong early game and honestly relatively weak opponents and opponent RNG. Thanks, game. I hate this bug. Opponent RNG is always an important part of any Diamond Victory. Like, any build can lose, no matter how good you are. So getting weak opponents is kind of what Diamond Victory really means. But man, like, yeah, there are crazy skills here. Yeah, we had a good fixer-upper. Yeah, we had a good early game. But Obsidian Skyscraper is just not it. I thought this would be hype. It's gonna be in the thumbnail because people are like, oh wow, Obsidian Skyscraper, Diamond win, perfect victory, what a build. And then they're gonna get here and see that this thing's just fucking dog shit. Oh man, you'd think it was crazy. I can't even make a thumbnail that makes it look scary. It's like, wow, 2,000 damage every 7 seconds. That's like 1/3 of a weapon, Vanessa. It's funny. I don't know, man. I feel like if you have an early fixer-upper transition in Obsidian Skyscraper, the Obsidian Skyscraper should feel strong as hell, and it just didn't. Anyways, I think that's enough whinging about the Obsidian Skyscraper. It was a good build. The early game was sick as hell, just powerful all throughout. It was a timely transition to fixer-upper, even though it wasn't massive. And Obsidian Skyscraper was cool, even if it wasn't very good. I hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, when you leave, be sure to do the YouTube algorithm dance, hit the like button and all that. And subscribe for more content just like this tomorrow and every day going forward in perpetuity. Blah, 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 blah. See you in the next one.